He used the bones of his dead companions as a macabre ladder. The rule was brutally simple. You lose no matter what. But this wasn't Netflix. This happened. And it was much, much worse. Everyone talks about Squid Game. But real death games weren't entertainment. They were experiments, punishments, or sometimes just boredom. And they actually happened. 13th century. The Mongol Empire reshaped the world through brutal, terrifying conquest. Chilling accounts tell of prisoners thrown into pitch-black pits. No food, no light, depths of despair. The horrifying rule for this game of survival. Whoever climbs out, lives. A sliver of hope in an abyss. But it was psychological warfare. The ultimate condition, absolute silence. Any sound, any plea, any cry of pain meant instant death by guards above. Fear became the jailer, silence the only weapon. In these desperate conditions, stories tell of one man driven beyond human limits, using the bones of dead companions as a macabre ladder. A silent, desperate climb for a life bought by the remnants of death. Fact or legend, the theme is terrifying. Silence is a weapon, fear is control. A game won by erasing humanity, leaving only raw survival instinct. World War II, April 1942, Philippines. After Bataan, 75,000 American and Filipino POWs faced the Japanese. Not imprisonment, but the horrifying Bataan Death March. Forced to walk 65 miles in scorching heat. No water, no food, often no shoes. The game's rule, stop walking, executed on the spot. Any weakness, a bayonet, a bullet. Weakened men, already worn by months of fighting and starvation, pushed beyond limits. Some walked barefoot till flesh peeled from their bones. The fallen were shot, bayoneted, run over. Others beaten mercilessly, tortured for sport, or buried alive if they were too slow to dig graves for their comrades. Thousands perished along that agonizing route. The payoff? None for the victims. Not punishment, their captors chillingly called it a transport. Human life, utterly disposable. Mid-20th century Cold War. Soviet state control reached into the mind. Forget internet legends of sleep experiments. Real Soviet psychiatric abuse was an insidious documented horror. Dissidents, artists, anyone inconvenient, locked not in prisons but psychiatric hospitals. A terrifying game where sanity was the battlefield. Diagnosed with fabricated illnesses like sluggish schizophrenia, a label for dissent, they were forcibly treated. Powerful psychoactive drugs administered not to cure but to break. Minds fogged, personalities systematically dismantled. The goal, crush dissent, induce conformity, make the individual doubt their own reality. It was a game of endurance against a system designed to make you betray your own thoughts. No escape clause, no 30-day limit. Just relentless pressure until you broke or faded into the madness the state prescribed. The Mongol pits, the Death March, Soviet mind-shattering, the Khmer Rouge killing machine. None were games as fiction depicts. No frontmen, no colorful arenas, no sponsors, no cameras, no prize money. Only power, absolute terrifying power. Control through unimaginable cruelty. For those caught, only raw, desperate survival instinct. These events remind us, this is what happens when dark impulses go unchecked. Ideology trumps empathy. Individuals become disposable. true horror stories etched in our past. In Squid Game, they wanted your money. In real life, they wanted your soul.